Kowalski and the Pitt football team for a good victory there. I thought the kids played hard, both sides of the ball. I thought it was a very good football game, nip and tuck, guys going at it, playing a good, tough, hard-nosed brand of football on both sides. Obviously very disappointing to come up short again 2 weeks in a row, and football's a game of inches. It's one play here, one play there that can make the difference in the outcome of a ball game, and we saw that. Disappointed, obviously the last drive ended up being 19 plays when you add in the field goal or the punt fake. It's a good call by them. We were high-low on it and trying to get a return, and they made a play. But disappointed, not discouraged. Love the way the kids play. Thought Stevie had a good game. 115 or 114 yards, 7 catches. That was good to see. Jordan ran the ball for about 90-some yards. That was good to see. Liked the way Eric competed. I think he ended up about 21 to 30. A couple touchdowns. Just got to get rid of the interceptions. On the first interception, he was just a little bit behind on the spot throw, and it got ricocheted up in the air. And then on the second one, going down the field with 2 verticals there, the corner did a nice job by Pitt coming back and making a play on number 2. So it was very good football play on their side of the football. It was good to see Zaire play a good football game. 11 tackles, 3 TFLs, couple sacks, forced fumble. Pretty good football day for Zaire Franklin. At the end of the day, we came up short, and it's disappointing. But we'll get back to work. I like the way our kids are playing. I like the way they're competing. And, the good part of it is we're going to have a bunch, most of these kids are going to be back for quite a while. So, been pleased with that. Just disappointed to come up short. And with that, any questions?
If you have questions, please raise your hand and bring the microphone to you. We're on the right, bud.
Yeah, Scott, can you just walk us through the whole? Can you walk us through the Dungey situation when he went down and what you're thinking and what you saw and what went on in the locker room to bring him back?
Yeah, obviously I wasn't in there, but when Eric went down, I saw our training staff go out there. Obviously, we're hypersensitive to guys getting hit and not getting up. And then he popped right up, and he wanted to go right back in. And our medical staff did a nice job. They said, let's be safe, let's take him in. And they evaluated him, and they cleared him to come back out. They went through their whole protocol. I can't speak to that. We have the protocol on paper. I think you guys have that, but I'm not involved with that part of it. Just like you right now, I'll go in and ask questions. But right now, just coming off the field, I haven't talked to anybody from the medical side of things.
Did you notice that he had a change in demeanor or anything before and after?
No, other than he came out and played really good football and played really hard, competed. No, he was good. Doctors cleared him, and our doctors, our medical staff does as good a job as anyone I've ever been around in all my years at making sure we're taking care of the kids and protecting the kids, and that's what they did today.
Steven, and then Mark.
Hey, Scott, you guys have done a lot of fun things on special teams with Riley. You won a game last year against Villanova. Just from an emotional perspective, what is it like to be on the other side of that in such a pivotal moment?
Well, anytime they convert a third down or a fourth down or a trick play, like you say, beat you up, and you got to fight back as quick as you can, get to the next call. Can't let it linger. But it was a good call by them. They made a good play.
When you say you were high-low on it, what does that kind of mean?
It's guys on top of one guy. There's 2 guys. One guy's running the flat, one guy's running an over. He's high-low on the over route, and he'll break on the flat.
Mark in the back.
Coach, back here, I still don't know what you were talking about there, but that's okay. Emotional toll add up after the last 2 weeks?
It does, but you can't be soft. You got to fight the good fight, push forward, be a good example, model the way, have a good dinner tonight, drink a beer, come back in the morning, and have a great Sunday.
Michael over here on the left, and then Sam.
Floyd?
Hey, Scott. Right before halftime, I think there was about 25-ish seconds left on the clock, and they still had a timeout. Was there any fear that with that short kickoff that they might have a chance to get into field goal position? And I guess why did you decide to do that?
With the penalty? Are you saying?
No, even just with the short kickoff, why did you decide to do that? Was there any thought that maybe they'd have enough time to get into field goal position?
No, we didn't think so. The short kickoff, if it's executed properly, is down around the 25, 30-yard line. Would have felt good about that. Then we had the penalty.
Down front?
On Thursday, you mentioned how important it is to get off the field on third downs. And then,
Yeah.
And then today, obviously, didn't work out all the time. So how frustrating is that week after week to kind of...
Well, it's frustrating, but you just go to work on it. Very frustrating. I think on that last drive, 19-play drive, we had a 3rd and 5, a 3rd and 6, a 3rd and 1, a 3rd and 1, and a 4th and 7 that we didn't get off the field. So, it's it can be very frustrating for an old defensive guy, head coach now. Couple plays here, one more tackle, one more better fit. Simple as that. That's what the game is, and you break it down, you scrutinize it. But just got to keep working hard to get better in those categories, which we've been doing.
Coach, kind of on that point,
Yeah.
you mentioned so many good things happen out there today. Do you feel this team is on the verge?
Yeah, I sure do. I really do. It's just one more play here or there. And, they're exciting games, but we'd like to finish them with exciting wins rather than exciting losses. But I do. And they're learning, so much. So many of them that are playing, substantial time in college football for the first time. There's so many great learning opportunities. And, you have to try to accentuate the positives, work on the things that weren't good enough, and keep a level head about you as you move forward. But, I do. I feel like this. I feel like the offense. Thought Coach Lester called a very good game. Thought he kept Pitt off balance. I felt like there's so many good things to point towards as we continue forward. And now we got to go in and scrutinize things on Sundays like we always do. Make good corrections. Be good teachers and coaches, but good teachers first. And then we have to tend to the emotional side of things. We have to continue to teach these kids how important it is that we continue to strive forward together as men and lean on each other when times are tough, and pull each other up, and focus in on the things that we can't control. So that's kind of how we hit it, Nico, and I'm looking forward to getting back to work tomorrow.
Time for 2 more questions. In the middle on the left.
Coach, obviously the third down defense wasn't what you wanted, but you avoided some of the bigger plays compared to the past few weeks.
Yeah.
How do you feel about how the defense played a little better today, especially going to the next few weeks when you're going to be playing some pretty good offenses?
Right. I think that there have been some good things. I think Boyd had a good game. He had a dozen catches and runs and all those things. I think his longest play was about 20, maybe 25 yards or so. I'd have to look at it to get it for sure. So I thought from that point of view, not bad. I think there are good things. I think we just need to continue to get better. The biggest thing is just finishing those drives on defense and giving the offense the ball back. And when the ball falls forward for a first down, as you guys all know, the clock continues to run, and it's a tough thing to deal with on both sides. But I've been down this before. I remember 2009 when I first got here. We had, we struggled on third down. We just weren't as quick as we needed to be at seeing things and finishing them. And the only way you get good at that is to continue to work them. And so yeah, it does. It does. There's no doubt about it.
Last question from Paul in the front.
Like you mentioned, Steve Ishmael with a career day. Was there something specific that made him more effective today than earlier this year?
Not necessarily. Just when we go up against the different looks in the game, the different types of formation tendencies that a defense shows, we felt like we could get Steve the ball in some of those situations. I thought Dungy did a very good job seeing the defenses and making good decisions for the most part. On the 2 interceptions, not so much a poor decision, just not necessarily a great throw. So we'll bounce back. But for Stevie, there were opportunities against this defense that we thought we could take advantage of, and Stevie did a nice job coming up strong. All set. Thank you.